Yo, yo, yo.
Hey guys.
Hi. Empower Puff. Wait, what's the title?
Empower
Girls.
No! Welcome to Empower Puff Girls and
Boys.
My name is Vanessa. I'm a social worker and research analyst, and I've been here for about 2 years.
My name is Jeremy. I am a senior operations executive and program lead, and I've been here for 3 years.
my name is Belda and I'm from Creatives and Communications and I've been here for 5 years and 7 months.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, first question. What projects are you anchoring at New Hope? Yeah, you can share your experience first.
Okay, I was anchoring the Innkeepers project at New Hope.
What's Innkeepers project? You know, for
Yeah.
those who don't know what.
So the Innkeepers project was an S3P which was brought up during the COVID-19 pandemic, and the government didn't want rough sleepers to be outside, so they just built this place, this HDB block where they were like, hey, can you guys just like house these people for the time being? In total, we served about 318 clients throughout the time period. Yeah, at one point we probably have about 230 to 240 clients at one go.
How about you, Fan?
Okay, so I was given the privilege to kind of spearhead a collaboration with a software company. And our involvement, right, as a social service agency would be to write a problem statement, and then during the hackathon, which was the event, there'll be participants all over Asia coming in to kind of like hack out a solution for us. And the solution would be like an application, so a digital solution. The hackathon was 24 hours, and then after 24 hours, we had almost like 50 different solutions submitted to us. Now we are in the process of kind of onboarding our clients onto this application, and we really just want to build an ecosystem for New Hope clients to be engaged.
Wow. Interesting.
So Belda, what project are you in charge of?
Okay, like when I first went for the job interview, when I look at the website, then I was just like, oh wait, is this a real legit charity? You know, because the website was really like barely working well. And then I saw like Pastor's photo, you know, Pastor Andrew. Maybe you can put it here also.
Hello there.
And yeah, so I took the initiative to put up the brand identity of New Hope, because I think like for charity it's quite important to have like legit brand, you know, in order for us to gain trust. Then we tap on that rebranding and come up with a new fundraising idea, like digital fundraising idea. Because of New Hope, it's still running until today. So this is our third year. Is it third year? Fourth year. Third year, okay. This is our third year running the fundraising campaign. So praise God.
Thank you. Alright. So, what were some key elements that gave you confidence to pursue these projects?
Key element, I think like the freedom, the liberty to do things, you know, and I think the trust from management. Like when I presented the idea to Pastor said, okay, let's try this. And there was a lot of fear like, what if like I fail the project, right? Because branding is not something like very small and cheap like to do it.
Yeah.
I think similar, right? When we embark on new projects or like projects that require some kind of like expenditure, I think we always go in a little bit more cautious because we want to ensure that the product is good.
Yeah.
But I think what was helpful embarking on it was that my bosses were open to listen to what I had to say. And I wouldn't say that the confidence came immediately. I knew that I felt this project would be meaningful. So it was like, take one step, then recalibrate, take another step, recalibrate.
I think some things that gave me confidence was like management, you know, encouraging me to do well. And not only management, like all the stuff, you know, like stuff that I didn't even know, because I came on board I think a few days before the lockdown, circuit breaker, and people I didn't know were like calling me or like texting me, hey Jeremy, if you need any help, you know, let me know.
Yeah, I think it's really like taking one step at a time and also like communicate well with like the management on top.
Yeah, I think I might have seemed very needy at the point. Whenever I take a major decision, I'll have to call my supervisor right later and I'll be like, hey, is this okay to do? She'll be like, you know, every time I called, she picked up. You know, that was like what I needed. You know, so the communication line was very clear. So that gave me confidence. You know, sitting in meetings, with like directors, and they're like, am I supposed to be here? You know? But then like they gave you the space to talk and even speak your mind, and that was very like gave me a lot of confidence in myself as well.
Yeah, I kind of relate to that as well because I'm quite new to the job. I think this is like my first job, and I think like their openness also kind of encouraged me to not be afraid to speak out. Yeah, so I really relate to what you said about like, oh, they're sitting at a table with like directors and you don't know if they're supposed to be there. But I think having that space where like the management, you know, people who were in the industry for so long and they allowed you to speak what you felt, I think that was helpful as well.
Exactly.
Your turn to shine.
Okay, so the next question. How would you encourage other SSAs considering to empower their staff more?
I think also is to encourage innovation within the framework. I think many times us being SSAs, we are bound into this box. But it's important for us to actually innovate outside of the box, but within the framework itself.
The nature of SSA, we always say like, we always lack of resources, but I think it shouldn't stop us because the lack of resources can make us to be more creative. And yeah, trust the people because I believe that there's always something that everyone can bring to the table.
One thing that is very simple but often maybe overlooked is to just tell your staff that they're doing a good job. You know, that you trust them and that whatever they've been doing has been done well. Sometimes we show it in ways of like, oh, this guy is responsible, I'll give them more work. But I think sometimes the message may not be as clear. So the simplest way is to really just let the staff know that they are appreciated and their efforts are seen. And I think one more thing I wanted to add was also to trust the process. I think for anything that is new, anything that is like novice, there's always some kind of uncertainty that comes with it.
Not everything is green fields and roses, right?
Yes.
I mean, mistakes are made, you know, and when mistakes are made, it's important not to put down a person, but instead give constructive feedback. You know, I think I thrive on feedback because we need to improve ourselves. But I think if someone puts you down, sometimes, you know, I think it's human nature to just like shut ourselves off from like being innovative or like, you know, trying something new after that.
I know we have this culture, I can't remember the African word. Basically the meaning is like I see you. You know, we have this culture to say like whenever we see other stuff, we will say like, oh, I see you. It gives like the other person the message of like, oh, you are being seen and we see something in you.
I think one more thing, right, would be to have fun, right? I think life is more than just work or like results, but I think that we have such a privilege to have fun and enjoy ourselves as well, right? So with any opportunity that comes our way or any kind of like ideas that pop up, I think we can have fun with it. And oftentimes the process with fun is always better.
Really agree.
Yeah, I heard that you found out what the
yes,
the
the word is sawabona. I see you. Yeah, so I guess all of us we have fun today, like filming this, and okay, talking about fun, I think we all had fun today filming this, and yeah, so.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.
Have fun at the NTSS Summit.